So, I guess, hoping to just make car videos on YouTube, but as much as they are a part of my life, so are chronic migraines and headaches. So, don't know, never planned to make a video like this, but I don't know, I guess it's to vent a little bit. Maybe if it's educational, that would help. I don't know. I'm not gonna be spewing facts out, but not many people know that I have chronic headaches or migraines, or even how severe they are, which is impressive because I'm 24 years old and I've had a headache almost every day of my life. And it used to be about 5 days a week I'd have a migraine, and we have that a little bit better now. We're about 5 migraines in a month, still a headache every day. I've been doing good for the last 3 months, and then this last month I've been getting migraines a couple times a week again. It's terrible. So something I've noticed is through the years of my head hurting, everyone has an answer. I'm not looking for pity or anything, like it's just life to me. This is normal. But I mean, ever since I was a wee lad, I've had headaches, and I just thought it was normal. And like in elementary school, I don't know, I was hanging out with my buddy and I said my head hurt, I had to go home. He's like, well, that's weird or whatever. And I was like, what, don't you get headaches every day too? And turns out that's when I learned I was a snowflake, so it's pretty lame. Real shocker to me, that's for sure. Took some notes here because I have a bad memory and I could go on all day about headaches. That's one thing I know real well. So I don't know, try and make this clean and no cussing, and make it quick, not a 40-minute thing, so I could go literally all day. So I was waiting for specialists for 2.5, 3 years for a neurologist and a migraine specialist up here in Canada. So it's nice, I don't have to pay that much. It sucks I had to wait 3 years, but grand scheme of things, 24 years, whatever. Just another day. Something I didn't know, because everyone says drink water, you know, go outside, or don't eat bananas. And honestly, we've tried all that, but there's just no reason sometimes. And I didn't know about that until about, I don't know, 3 years ago. Didn't know that there were triggers. Didn't know that there were no reasons. Obviously learned a lot when I went to the doctor. It could be anything from a smell, your eyes being dry, red food dye, like the tiniest things, which is awesome, because trying to narrow down something as specific like that, impossible. It's even more impossible when you just don't have a reason. So my head just thinks it's silly and time to hurt, and it does it real good. So in Canada, as of right now, 2019, there are, well, I guess 3 months ago, there were no drugs specifically for headaches or migraines. The only thing you could do is take usually antidepressants or like seizure medications, and you take them in lower dosages, and the side effects of those help aid headaches and migraines. So again, there's no specific one that you can take. There's no dream drug, there's no surgery. A really good option is Botox injections for your head. Hurts like hell. So as a person who works with his arms, legs, walking around, I'm a little stupid. I stumble and hit my head on a bunch of things. Botox injections will hurt like hell for like 3 days. But again, depending on the person, you might not get a migraine for a month. Again, sounds great. I can't take a week off every time I get a Botox injection, 'cause that just, you know, 1 week off, 3 weeks of work, doesn't work. So I've been doing the healthiest way of popping Advil all day, every day. Wake up, 3 Advil, lunch, 3 Advil, get home from work, 3 Advil, go to bed, 2 Advil. Not recommended. Definitely, if you can see a doctor, but turns out my dad used to have headaches. So he would take like Aleve or Tylenol, something that's not Advil, and it put him in the hospital because it damaged his kidneys. Then he just one day a year later he just didn't have headaches anymore. So thanks, I still do. But Advil, considered very clean. You're gonna be taking a drug 20 times a day, Advil. So no lingering effects. If you're taking it in the extreme dosage I am, bad things will probably happen. Don't recommend it. Drink a lot of water if you're doing it. I don't know. There's one medication that they just came out. It's an injection. It's the first of its kind in Canada, and it's $10,000 a year. You get one injection each month, and you know that's neat. I don't have 10 grand to throw away for that. Obviously, this is a big part of my life, but for 24 years, I've been living with it. So to me, it doesn't make sense to spend 10 grand right now. I'm not struggling to get by, but I don't have enough money to throw away at an injection. So I would rather live with the 3 or 4 bottles of Advil. That's a nice car. 3 or 4 bottles of Advil a month. Cheaper. That's pretty much it. There's 2 ways you can fight headaches and migraines. There's 2 routes you can go: medications and lifestyle changes. So I used to do framing, mechanical work, all that stuff, and even though I'm moving, doesn't help. You need to do cardio, exercises, stuff like that, walking, climbing, biking. So if you are living a pretty active lifestyle, which I used to do, it will help actually quite a bit. From trying to pinpoint triggers that would give me headaches, couldn't do it for 24 years, found nothing at all. Chiropractors, they all say they'll fix it, nothing at all. Lifestyle changes, like go ride a bike for a couple hours a day, for an hour a day. Huge difference, actually. It's weird, and that's pretty universal. Most people that have headaches start there. Eating healthy is great too. I don't do that because I'm too busy. Not a good excuse. 1 second. I gotta be drinking. Okay, so a thing about me, you might notice I'm drinking non-stop. That's a side effect. I'm on 3 medications right now. 3 full-time, and then I have 1 rescue. The side effects for 3 of the 4 is dry mouth. I get dry mouth. It's real bad. Pain in the ass. Super annoying. Pain in the ass. So, I don't know, my life. Had headaches my entire life growing up. Been to many doctors. Every year I'd go to a doctor, and as I'm growing up, super young kid. Like when I first found out this wasn't normal, I went there and they said, "Meh, you're a kid, you're gonna hit your head, you're gonna get headaches." And I went, okay, sure, why not, why wouldn't we? A couple years later, probably the end of junior high, headaches again, just around exam time, it's a nightmare. Went to doctors and they said that, you know, it's stress. Just don't stress, relax. Stress is causing it. It's not true. I'm not great at talking about things like this. It's a little embarrassing to me, I think. Share my story, educate if possible, assist. 'Cause this is hell. In the emergency room, I've had migraines bad enough, I just want to put a bullet through my head. And they give you a little concoction for a headache. And it's a liquid and like 3 pills. And it works sometimes. That would get me through that. Again, no answer as to why I have migraines. Couldn't get a referral to a specialist. They just thought it's a one-off migraine. So, whatever. Years down the road, finally said, you know what, like, it's getting bad. Can't work. Hit my head a bunch of times. Had some grade 3 concussion, 1 grade 3 concussion. Quite a bit of damage. I used to be a competitive downhill biker. And since then, there's been no difference in headaches. It's been exactly the same. I've lost a lot of memories. It was a good hit. I was flying. You should have seen it, but concussions can either cause headaches. They're known to also stop someone from having a headache. They hit their head, rewires them or something, and boom, headache free. I wasn't that lucky. Concussion didn't start this. I had it for 13 or 14 years before I got my real good concussion. I, if someone were watching, would recommend doing something about it. I thought I was the only one in the world, because everyone I talk to, it's 50-50. Half the people say, oh, I have an aunt who has headaches. She doesn't eat bananas. Sure. She takes Advil. Oh, she gets a bad headache every 2 weeks, something like that. And then there's the other half that goes, no one gets headaches. What are you talking about? That's not normal. So I thought, again, snowflake. I'll take it. Sure. Again, I meet my specialist, and he goes, no. 1 in 4 people have headaches. It's up there. Forget how it's rated. This is controversial. Not starting anything. It's up there with HIV and cancer for affecting a lifestyle. There's a better way to word that. I can't think of it. I have a headache, by the way, right now. It's what kind of triggered me to do this video. Yeah, I guess it affects people so much living their day-to-day life that it's up there with, and cancer and HIV, like, there's nothing really worse than that. It affects your life pretty seriously. I don't know personally, but that's a huge thing. And me going, I have headaches, doesn't even compare to that. Apparently, statistics, it does. Didn't know that. Pretty important to know, though. It's not just headaches. It's not I wake up and doing whatever and then I have a headache come on and I take a nap and it goes away. No, it's there. Oh, Advil helps. Without Advil, I probably wouldn't be here today. Again, not perfect. It's not a good solution, not a long-term solution, but it was a solution for me to work. The biggest triggers for headaches too are, well, again, lifestyle. You want to be active. I didn't know the sleep schedule. Sleep hygiene is what they call it. For me, that means I have to go to bed at the exact same time every day. Wake up at the exact same time every day. If I was 5 minutes early or late on either of them, headache. If I have a really bad sleep, and like say, 4 hours sleep, wake up, go to work Monday, I'll be exhausted. This physically takes a toll. I'll be exhausted and maybe a headache. Usually a headache. Every day is a headache. Usually a headache. The next day, Monday night, go to bed. I can have a perfect sleep. I can have a shitty sleep. I might not sleep. Tuesday, crippling migraine. That's me. If I don't sleep that day, I'll be fine. Just another day. The next day, the day after, the bad sleep, crippled, can't do anything. I have Zolmig. I take that as my rescue pill. Sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. There are many different migraines and headaches. It's awesome because it makes it that much more impossible to nail it and figure out what's going on. You can have, there's so many, I don't care anymore. I don't want to know the words and names of them. I just don't want to have them. It's important to educate yourself, so ignorance, not bliss. Don't do what I'm doing, but ignore it. Try and live my life. I get them specifically in the temples. Temple up over the front of my head, right behind my eyes, and it hurts because if you see me leaning and with my thumb digging in, that's the only relief I can get. I'll make the stupidest faces. It's super embarrassing. Just like contorting your face because it hurts. If you stand up and you get like head rush, for me, I stand up and I can't even explain it. It feels like someone shot me with a nail gun in the temple. It's the sharpest shooting pain. And I just gotta squeeze my head as hard as possible. You try ice, you try heat, doesn't matter. Migraines, they do their own thing. They blaze their own trails, so crippling. Worst thing ever. If you do suffer with migraines, again, see a doctor. There's an app you can get. It's called Migraine Buddy. This is how I found out that if I don't have a good sleep, the day after, I get migraines. Very extensive app. Has a few statistics, fun facts, things like that. But you can track everything. You can track your sleep, you track your headache, how bad it is, how severe. Like, there are like 15 pages you go on, and it takes, I don't know, a minute. And once you get used to it, like me, if you're using it every day, you blaze through that so quick. Start there, just kind of see what's causing it. If you see a routine, obviously something's up. You don't get anything out of it. If nothing else, you have a tracking list of your best score, everything. It shows you monthly how you're doing, better or worse. When you go to a doctor and you show them, this is how bad it is, this is how much it affects me, even if it's like a headache or two a week, start there, just see what's going on. Headaches can just go away, so there's hope for me in the future that they'll just stop. I don't know, I used to think it'd be here forever. I got some hopes that, oh, you know what, this is curable. I'm back to thinking I'm always gonna have headaches, but it is better. It's super difficult to go to work, go to school, live life. I'm really bad. I'm an introvert, so I don't hang around people. I feel bad because a lot of people, when they ask to hang out, I have to blow them off because headaches. A lot of my friends like to party, can't party. I don't even drink, but again, can't do it. Can't stay up late because I won't have a hangover. I'll just be broken in 2 days. So it sucks. It really sucks. It's not impossible. You can live a good life. It's crippling though. And I guess this is partially to vent. I don't know, I'm going on for like 40 minutes here, but when you have a headache, it's bad. When you have a migraine, that's it. And some people just don't have migraines ever. Some people are really good with migraines. Seasoned vet. It can ruin your life. There's a lot. I used to work night shift and I was useless, couldn't do a thing. I need exactly 9 hours of sleep, not 8, which is recommended, not 12, which people do, 9. Anything else other than that, migraine. And it's serious. It's not something small. That affects your life in almost every single aspect. And it makes it more difficult for anyone around you to deal with you. So it's not great. I don't know. Anyone who's watching that, again, going through what I am going through, you gotta realize this is pretty common. A lot of people get them. A lot of them are stress headaches. A lot of them are, you know, triggered by certain things. And there's gonna be a few lucky gems out there that won the lottery and you're screwed. No reason. You just get them. And it sucks. And you gotta deal with it. It's life. Shit happens. You gotta be able to laugh at yourself. It really takes a toll on you, but come on. You gotta make some light out of it. Gotta show other people, you know, you gotta be strong. Nothing else. My pain tolerance is great. So when I do stupid things like wiping out biking or snowboarding or hammering my hand with a 4-pound sledge, boy, I've been practicing my entire life for that moment. So go out there, see a doctor. You gotta pop pills, Advil. Really don't recommend it. Better things to do, but I might keep a diary vlog on some we're gonna cut that out. On some days where I just can't function, I have a terrible migraine, you know what, why not stick your camera in my face, talk about how bad it hurts, explain what it feels like. It's unreal. There's different kinds of migraines. I get about 3 different migraine types, and then just headaches. Good old headaches. But that's that. I've been going for like an hour. Back to car things. I have to go put an engine in a Subaru. I don't know if this video will come out. I don't know if it's gonna be on my channel. I'll make another one. And I don't know if I will continue making these videos, because I do not like talking about myself personally and the shit I go through, but it's life. Cars are a big part of my life. Headaches are my life, so gotta start somewhere.